All right, let's get started. Uh, Today we finna talk about, do you have what it takes? Do you have what it takes to win? See, I hate to keep talking about politics, but in this political environment, one person has what it takes, and the other person don't. Caller, what's up?
Hey, what's up, OG?
I'm
This Brandon
good.
J.
I'm good, bro. What's happening with you?
Man, just happening. I saw the title, "What It Takes to Win." Just want to give an opinion before you get rolling.
Come on.
You gotta damn near be willing to put your life on the line for it. You got to be willing to go further and take as long as it got to take to get to where you want to go. And I just became you're a grandfather now, right?
Yeah,
You
man.
doing good with a little baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had a little baby too. So she's like a month old, but just being tested by life in different ways. And whether it's your goals, economic, or getting in better shape, or campaigning and having more women, just getting out your comfort zone. So you're gonna be tested when you say you want something. How bad you want it over time is gonna tell if you really have the will to go get it.
Check game, man. Let me tell you something. A lot of people get stuck at the thought of what they want. You know why?
Why?
Because all they do is want it. They don't go get it. If you want something and it appears before you, I guess you could want it. But I never wanted something and it appeared before me. I always had to go get whatever it was I wanted. And until I realized that, I was wanting shit all year. I, you want something and you just keep wanting it because you don't go get it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying. It's like I'm an '80s baby, and I feel like we part of the last generation of men that really had to campaign. Smell good, get fresh, had your hair cut in order, had your conversation before. I remember when beepers came out. And it's before texting, so you really had to go get the broad. You had to go in the job and do an in-person interview.
Check it out
So
though. Beepers were good because you could beep a person, but it wouldn't tell them shit. It would only tell them you wanted to talk to them, and they would call you, or you would call them back, or whatever. And
yeah,
you had to talk. Now you don't talk in person. You talk in text, and it creates a lot of fake motherfuckers talking whatever shit they talking on the text, but when they meet up with the person, they don't represent what they was talking because they was full of shit.
man, person could be whoever they want behind these texts and computers. But do you feel like, from what you're saying, from dealing with young men and just society, from where you at, you think it's kind of going back to the traditional where people appreciate the one-on-one, face-to-face, more intimate communication?
I believe the time for it to go back is now, and there may be some people, youngsters, seeing it, but it hasn't went back yet. It's just coming to be known that technology fucking takes all your goddamn human personality out of shit. It gives you a machine understanding, and like a machine, you have no feelings, no thoughts about what's really going to happen from whatever you saying. You just think about what you're saying, and that's that. But it
Yep.
is coming back, bro. It is.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it is too, slowly but surely, and that's something I just turned 40 recently, And that's something I've been thinking about tapping into to the young brothers with, just working on their communication skills and having the confidence to assert themselves just in life in general.
Well, bro, that's a good goal, man, and that's a good uh, pursuit for you. Yes, I would jump on that.
Yeah, man, I got an 8-year-old nephew, and I see it in him. So got a lot of little student around me.
Hey, man, just keep it up, brother. That's some good shit.
Yeah, good tapping in with you, but happy that you're healthy, rolling, keeping it in their face, man. Prayers to you and the family, but
Same to you, man. Be cool.
yeah.
See, that's a good call to have in the morning. Now, in this atmosphere of trickery and deceit, I've been getting a lot of instant messages or texts or whatever about my course and my tools, but people are still skeptical. Not everybody, not as many as at one time, but people are still skeptical. And I really can't put my mind around a person doubting my course at this point. Now, I'm telling you, I've been doing it over 15 years. I have an open forum 3 times a week where I am open to any person's complaint about anything they bought from me. Don't you think if people didn't feel they got their money's worth, don't you think you would hear about it? Don't you think some person that didn't get what they feel they spent their money for would call in and expose me? Think about it. It makes me want to find out how to alleviate the skepticism. So I look into it and I look for any improvement I can make. Why do I do this? I don't fucking know, except I'm just like you and becoming more and more hooked on this technology shit. Now, it's important for me to leave this earth and have made an impression on a few people. Sometimes I can't sleep. I'm thinking about it so much. I don't want to be here and simply die. I want to be here, and when I leave, I want to be remembered for the good shit I did as a man and for the good shit I did for my fellow man. If I was an inventor and I invented something, no one would take it serious enough to buy it because to everyone, I was a hell of a great pimp. So that don't translate into being a person of uh, 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 organized or capabilities to build or make shit happen. It translates into a motherfucker to you guys that use women. See, that's not what it's about in my life. As far as everything I'm talking about right now is coming from my pimping life, but it ain't about pimping. It's about what, if that's the case, pimping does for a motherfucker that's growing. So I didn't fucking invent shit to sell, but I did harness the essence of what made me a monster and put it into my course. Now, I was a motherfucker in my chosen field, and which was that street life. And I'm becoming a motherfucker in my second field. This is not my second choice. It's actually a natural progression of me being down and dedicated to this doggone life I lived. So I salute to those of you who feel the same. And I quadruple salute those of you who are the same. It's a big difference. You got to earn your shit. I've sold a lot of tools for conversation and have received as many compliments on how good they work. They are no more than fucking guides for the serious one and entertainment for the person who's not ready to be serious. So far, there's been an overwhelming response to the doggone discounted prices of attending Sidewalk University. But still, only a few of you have taken advantage of this system being used. I'm sure even though I have graduated a lot of young men, there are still 1,000 times more of you who are out there searching for the keys to getting to the you that's hiding, the you that's afraid to come out and play. Of course, I can't force you to do anything, but by the same token, you don't see me when you look in the mirror. Hey, if you're happy with who you are or who you see looking back at you, so am I. But which one of us is telling the truth? We're already counting down at SWU, getting ready for our next powerful year. Hope all's good with you because all's good with SWU. The new the new season of learning is coming, and it ain't waiting on there one of y'all. Sometimes decisions you make are hard to swallow, like a bitter pill. I have made numerous decisions, all of which I figured a way to sidestep if I wanted to. Why? Because I'm much smarter than just being trapped by something I think. But I am a person who has grown used to getting what I want. And this is when shit be weighing heavy on my mind. Just got to understand it. The decision that I need to make most likely have already been made. Excuse me. Man, this allergy is killing me now. The season's changing and I could tell. But anyway, the hard part will be hitting that delete button. Ain't nothing like getting your own coat pulled by a bona fide motherfucker. So what you do is you stick that MP3 or 4 in the player and listen to how it really goes with men and women. With men and women. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to eliminate women from the equation. I'm trying to show you and women how to make the equation much smoother to solve. In contrary to popular belief, there are principles and boundaries you got to stay within. You better learn what they are. And you better stay down for your goddamn crime. You can be duped by these pirates into buying a discounted version. Caller, what's happening?
Well, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, brother. What's going on with you?
Man, I got a question for you, brother.
All right.
How do I deal with complacency and easy fulfillment?
Well, you know what complacency is?
No.
So listen to me. Why I asked that is you said, how do I deal with complacency? Which means you don't know what complacency is.
Well, okay, I do know. Okay, so I'm easily satisfied with not a little amount.
That's not that may be your version of complacency, but complacency is accepting the status quo.
You're right.
So you're complacent when you don't do anything to change shit. You just accept it. Now, is that what you're talking about?
Yes, that kind of, sort of, and also easily fulfilled. So, for instance, if I'm whatever I'm doing, I can be easily satisfied with a medium amount of winning. Just say I'm gambling, or a medium amount of bet instead of getting more. It could be anything. It could be that, just like.
All right, bro. I know what easily satisfied means, so you don't have to explain it, but I'm glad you did. Listen, complacency and being easily satisfied stems from not having anything that you want to reach for. If you want to reach for something, if you're reaching for the best you that you can be, you wouldn't be complacent. You wouldn't be satisfied with something that was easy. But you would know, let's say you're a runner and you've been exercising and doing all your running, it would become easier to run a mile. So you got to see what easier is. It's easier to do shit when you put your work in, but it's not easier over time to do shit simply because time has passed. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, what a person should do in that case, and you probably, let's say it's 4 steps, you probably doing 2 of them and just missing the last 2 or the 2 that you're missing. And what are you supposed to do is, since you don't want to be complacent, the moment you think that, you're supposed to start trying to reach further at whatever it is you're doing. If it's completing this paper, and you, I'm just complete. Say you write a book and, you want to keep writing, but you got blocked and you're going to end it right here. It can be ended right here. So what do? A lot of people would say, fuck it, man, it's cool just like it is. I'm going to end it. But that's being complacent. A person that write a book and want to end it knows the book is not really going to allow you to end it until it's time to end. And you don't know when that is because anything could keep going. Whatever you write can keep going. So an ending is when you feel what you're doing has ended or come to an end to as far as how far you're going. All of this stuff matters. If you don't think shit through like this, you're going to be complacent. You're going to be going for the easy wins and shit. So don't try to skip or skirt the fucking issue of what you got to do to win.
Okay.
That makes sense to you?
It does. Yeah.
We all trying to win, bro. So complacency and easy victories, that shit ain't gonna let you win. That shit'll get you through the day. It'll get you through the week. It'll get you through the month. It'll get you through the year. But it ain't gonna get you to the winner circle. What's gonna get you to the winner circle is going as hard as you can, as long as you can, in whatever you're doing. Believe that. You got anything else, bro?
Oh, that's it, man. That's exactly what I need to hear.
Brother, that's why you listen, man, because I'll be real with you. I try to anyway. Thanks for the call, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. See, the thing about the people that actually do listen to me is that they know I'm being real. I'm talking about shit that make sense. Now, you can be duped into buying a discounted version of my course. But the thing is, when you fucking need guidance on a matter, can you call that motherfucking pirate? I'm saying, can you call that motherfucker that stole my shit and sold it to you for little or nothing? No. So information does you no good unless you can use it. So if you get information that you can't use, what are you doing? You're cluttering up your thought process with shit unnecessary to think about. Think of this. One of the things we do at SWU is use everything, words, punctuation, diction. We use everything correctly. The correct words and know what that word means is important. Now, think about this. Do you know the difference between the words luxury and luxurious? The reason I ask is I'm going to talk about that shit. I'm not rich, but I live in luxury. I can say that because I know what the word luxury means. Luxury means your life and you are in a state of great comfort and extravagance. Even so, it don't mean you live luxuriously, because you have to be extremely comfortable in being elegant or enjoying anything that may cause great expense. Now, why is it important to know this minor shit? Because when you're speaking to someone and you say you live in great comfort and experience extravagant living, you won't have a problem telling them they misunderstood if they think you're rich. The big difference is living in luxury, you may still have money problems. And living luxuriously, money is no problem. How many dudes started trying to lead you with their so-called wise statements on life or this abba have come and gone? How many? How many motherfuckers make you understand the difference between words you regularly use? If you notice, they all attempt to compete with me, but they fall off. They fall short. That's because I go on and on like the Energizer goddamn bunny and will not quit because of my dedication to you. I'm loyal to a fault, but long as I can breathe, I will bring the truth to you, and my reward will be living in luxury. I can afford to buy 600 thread, 600 count sheets. It's nothing if you regularly sleep on them, but the average person sleeps on 200 thread sheets. If you sleep on a 200 thread and buy a set of 600, you'll never go back to 200. Now, what I'm saying is, to some people, that's luxury. And to others who regularly sleep on 1,200 count thread wouldn't be caught dead on 600. So I'm not speaking about the number of threads you sleep on. I'm talking about the perception of words. You want to say this, but you say that. That's how important what you say is. If I was you, I'd sign up for SWU ASAP. Especially since the course and the environment has been slashed. I didn't start out on social media blowing my horn about what I know about life. I started blowing my horn about how what I know will change your life. Believe me, I ain't going nowhere. I have made a great life for me and mine. I'm rich beyond my wildest dreams, and I'm as poor as they come, all at the same time. My riches are because what I want, I can afford, and I'm not shy about letting somebody know it. They far outweigh my poverty, which is all about the Benjamins. Sure, I live good. I'm able to pay my bills. My daughter could want shit and get it, but a part of being me is showing whoever deals with me, especially my daughter, who I am and what life should be. I am rich because I recognize all the shortcomings I have. I am wise enough to see it has to do with money because I don't make enough. All my poverty has a basis in money. I don't have. Because when it comes to being who I claim to be, I'm not sure. It doesn't take me money to be me. I'm rich beyond my wildest dreams because I know I make money. Money does not make me. In the future, when I'm laced with my monetary rewards, you'll see. You watch and see if I'm any different. I won't change. Climbing that goddamn mountain and getting to the top is no accident for me. Every step along the way was purposely plotted by yours truly. And when I reach the top, I'll know in my heart that I'm supposed to be there. When I first came up with my ideas about what to do with this internet, all the ideas I had were like fads. I saw in time they would pass and I would be faced with coming up with something else. That ain't me. I only do what I want to do. I have earned that for me in my life. So I focused more and came up with the idea of helping men. Little did I know there was already a gang of dudes on the internet talking about helping men. I wasn't internet savvy at the time and had no clue what it took to like really roll on the internet. I listened to a couple of the dudes that was rolling and I saw the difference I could make immediately. I could tell them dudes they were fakes and only talking about things they read about and had no real confidence. How I know this is that they were all talking about fucking a bitch. Man, I went to work on my course because I knew out of all the things on the net, being a man is not a fad and it ain't going nowhere. And once I got started, I realized I was on to something. And all these years later, I'm still about my course and don't create different products to sell you. That's because I am not out to sell you shit except a roadmap to being the man of your dreams. I and my course are real and will last you through the ages of time. So why fuck with Rosebud's Confident Course? Unless you are completely in a coma, you should have seen there's only one reason to fuck with me or my course. My shit is real and it works. We are involved with the internet. How many frauds have we seen on this fucking internet? There's been innumerable people who have been exposed to the internet by frauds. To be frauds. I have been on the internet for over 17 years. In the last 5, I've been rolling with SWU. Don't you think in that time, someone would have found out I'm not what I say, and they would have took pride in exposing my ass? I'm not saying they would take pride in just calling up here and saying you a fraud, just talking shit. No, I'm talking about they bought something and no, damn well they followed instructions and it was bullshit. No, that don't happen. Don't you think when I spout off about shit like this, it would piss somebody off? Whoever don't get what I keep bragging about will front me off with the quickness. You see it periodically when some dude has a beef with me and all they talk about is my age, which I cannot deny, nor will I deny it. My point is they never talk about what I say my course can do, because they know that my course is the absolute shit. My course is the shit because, as you can witness, almost daily videos, and you get to see and hear what I'm talking about. My videos are a platform for me to spit my beliefs. My beliefs are your beliefs if you would allow yourself to believe something. And what separates me from you is I'm not afraid to face what my beliefs put in front of me. I will go into the lion's den, get what I want, and not even disturb the lion. I can mingle where I should not have access to because my strength is recognized by all that can see. Those who don't or can't are left to wonder how I do it. Then the sun is right bright in my motherfucking eye, but I'm still down. I'm down, ain't nothing stopping me. I will, like I say, I'll get what I want and won't trip. Those who can't, they just wonder how the fuck did he do that shit. I'm recognized in educational forums because of my degrees. I'm recognized by street people because of my past. I'm recognized by serious parents from my dedication to raising my daughter. I'm recognized by people who pull themselves up by the bootstrap. And most of all, I'm recognized by people who believe I can help them improve themselves. This is not shit to brag about. This is shit any man who could say it would be proud to announce to the world. These things are real accomplishments I made and am seriously proud of. You can pick any one of them, and I can speak on them for 20 days straight. That's because everything I involve myself in, I immerse myself into doing the shit out of it. What about you? What do you fuck with daily? Who do you fuck with daily? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm a 15. And I only fuck with 10s or better. All my everyday friends are men of quality, and they motivate me to always be the same or better than they are. And we all know and accept, if either one of us raise the bar is raised for us all. That's because we know we don't know it all. But until one of us or something shows us that we don't know it all, nobody can tell us shit. Shantae Parker, Mr. Darrell Williams, may rest in peace, Mr. G. Jigga Jones, and a myriad of other motherfucking real men that I didn't mention are the backbone of what I believe. They have represented, in my opinion, manhood all their adult lives. And I cannot think of one thing any one of them have done since I've known them that would promote me to do anything except defend their honor. That's because all my friends have real honor about what we do. Who do you fuck with daily? I fuck with kings who raise fearless kids. If your child isn't afraid of anything, is that good? Well, when you lace like your kids the way we lace them and they end up fearless, it's not that they don't fear anything. They don't fear fear. Shit. Now, a person that don't fear anything, that's not good to make your child that way. I made sure my daughter was afraid of me. Not in a spooky way, but she knew if she did something I deemed wrong, she was going to hear from me. Don't get me wrong. I was putty in my daughter's hands, and she could get most anything she wanted from me, and she knew it. But she also knew that I did not play around with right and wrong. My father told me a long time ago, your kids are supposed to be afraid of you. They got to know how to respect authority. That's why you got the kids like they are today. They don't respect shit because they're not afraid. They weren't afraid when they was growing up with their parents. If they didn't be afraid, they would end up getting killed out in the streets by the police or by the streets because they wasn't afraid of shit. That was so true. And all those brave motherfuckers either was shot by the police or the streets ate their ass up. Kids are supposed to fear their parents to learn what being scared is for. It's to remind you you aren't supposed to be doing that shit. If you tell a child of today to go outside and play, that child would look at you like you was crazy. That child wouldn't know what to do when he or she went outside. Children are fertile in their minds, and they need to exercise their bodies as well as caution in the streets. It used to be a no-brainer. If you wanted to play, you had to go outside and use your mind and find something that interested you to have fun. Kids today go to their room to play, or they go to the den to play on the TV. They don't use their minds to create shit fun to do. And that's a shame. And it's a crime the way they're letting our kids suffer in the name of progress. Playing today for a kid doesn't involve running around and getting tired. It simply is a thumb exercise. That's all it is, thumb time. To make matters worse, all of the motherfuckers out there calling themselves living properly also call themselves progressive. You're not progressive if you've taken the passive route in raising your child. Parents are supposed to be aggressive to impress on their child restraint. We won't always be there to give them the proper guidance, especially once they reach the age to go out and do shit that they want to do. I made sure my daughter knew I would kick her ass. I wanted her to know there is a such thing as you can't do that. Parents today leave it up to the child to determine what is and what is not good for them to do. What fucking kid is going to deny themselves anything if it's left up to them? Parenting should be the topic we all are talking about in this goddamn country. It's the single most important factor we can use to improve our entire country. Government and politics have already shown us, where they are, and they don't give a fuck. They don't care. We know they ain't for us. Who else is left to look out for our kids? Parenting is number one for me. Those people who make the games that these kids play, they have all kinds of psychologists, sociologists, and many different levels of thinking to extract all the exciting points in games in a kid's mind. There is good excitement and bad excitement to make a game fun. Why then is it only the truly negative aspects of human nature do they target when creating a game that's truly fun? Excuse me. Shit. I know everybody wants to shoot up something at one time or another, but there are those same people who chooses to not react on their emotions in such a negative fashion. Why don't those fucking professionals who are completely capable, why don't they fixate on a positive emotion children have and build games, or at least one game that's fun, or at least a game that when you choose to shoot or do harm to a person or a building, you lose? The answer wouldn't be much moolah in that one. So the question becomes, is it worth it to sacrifice an entire generation for money and greed? Answer: for those who are in, I mean, for those who are in control of what's profitable? The answer is H to the E to the double L, yes. They know then how the hell do we combat the shit? We're living by other people's standard and have lost our ability to figure shit out. We combat it by filtering out what our kids can do. I didn't buy my daughter PS1s or whatever the fucking latest shit is. Neither should you. People are wondering what's going on with the kids, the adults, and the entire U.S. population. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Technology is what's going on with us all. Technology desensitizes you. Technology allows you to learn without feeling anything. Believe it or not, we need to feel loss. We need to memorize shit. We need to fail and try it another way that we thought of. We need to know how it feels to fall and get up. The computer shows you all these things, but the personal aspect of it is gone. Humans seek and learn. Techies simply learn. To click the button, I guess I could see it as seeking, but where is the journey? Getting things with the ease of a button, quick, fast, in a hurry, denies your growth as a person. Where is your patience in real life? Simply because on those computers, in those computer games, you could drive over the cars impeding you. Your patience in real life, traffic jams have evaporated. I believe the same games the kids play seriously make them hard and callous. In their minds, they're only playing a game. But to win, it's ingrained in their mind to cheat, kill, steal, and do all the things that all humans desire. But the vast majority of us know how to contain those thoughts. The children are kids learning how not to care if they hurt somebody or if they do something illegal, all in the name of fun. The bad part is subconsciously those negative things stays in their mind, and as soon as they're confronted with a real life similar situation as they've come across many times in those games that they play, where they simply kill a motherfucker or cut their head off or blow them up, that'll be their only reference. What do you think they're gonna do? Fuck their kids. I had never planned to give up, but I had not thought of some of the things that you guys mentioned when I asked about, starting new shit. I appreciate all the love and care you shown. Those responses were perfectamundo in my Fonzies. Oh, shit, my bad. You guys way too young to remember the Fonz on happy days. Listen, I talk hella shit. But just like you can see in what I've been talking about today, I really am trying to help guide or just help show you that you can choose your own way. You could choose your own path and you could follow it to success. What I'm talking about is not the only way to be successful. I mean, there are many ways. And if you want to be successful, it's up to you to find a way that's going to work for you. And success has nothing to do with money. Well, it does have a lot to do with money. But success, per se, is not about the money. Success is about fulfilling your dreams, fulfilling your goals, getting out of life what you design. That is success. Hey, I just hope you got your shit together and you have what it takes to win. I'm gone.